Welcome to the next video lesson class. Today we'll be looking at problems of the nature that are mean and median and mode and some ranges. Alright, let's begin. You can find this in your textbook in section 110. Title, I've already told you, mean, median, mode and range. And that's found on page 53. Let's look at the first example. We're going to look at mean. And this word mean is not mean like I am bad guy. It is mean as in like average. So if you need to write this to the side, mean is like taking the average of something. Like when you average your test grades to find out what your grade overall in the class is. So first example, we got some numbers here. We could say that these numbers are from a student's homework or worksheet grades. So here we have 11, 13, 10, 8, 17, and 11. Okay. What do? Anyone remember? When you take the mean or the average, you add them all together, and then you divide. Let's add all these numbers together. So it just depends on, you can add them all together any way you want, so long as you get the right answer. I don't care. If you like to make the big list, where you go and say, well, I've got 11, 11, 13, 10, 8, 17. So long as you include all the numbers. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all there. Great. So I'm going to add these together. 1 plus 1, 2, 5. That would be 13. That would be 20, so put a 0, put a 2 there. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 70, we got 70. So now we take the 70 and we divide it. We see how many times 6 can go into it. Where did that 6 come from? 6 came from the fact that we got 6 numbers. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where that 6 came from. Well, 6 goes into 7 one time. Multiply back, get 6. Get 1, get 10. Multiply back, you get another 1. Bring down the 0 if you're wondering where that 0 came from. Multiply back, you get 6. Bring it down, you get 4. Put your little decimal right there. Put your 0 right there. Bring it down. Now, you're going to have to work out the mean as far as it tells you to. If it tells you to round to the nearest whole number, then you could stop basically right here. But if it tells you to work it out a bit more to the nearest tenth, which is what I'm going to do, then you need to work it out a little bit more. How many times does 6 go into 40? It's 40 because we bring this down. Okay, so we said, how many times does 6 go into 7? 1 time. Multiply back, got the 6. Okay? Subtracted, got the 1. Brought down the 0, we have 10. 6 goes into 10. 1 time, multiply back, got the 6. Subtracted, got the 4. Brought down the 0. And times the 6 go into 40. Well, it goes in there 6 times. And you end up with another, 36. Which is going to get you 4, another 0. You get the point. It keeps going on and on. So we could stop here and say that the average was, if you told us to round, we could get 11.6, okay? 11.6, 11.7. Okay, now that's the mean, how to find, average and stuff like that. Sometimes it comes out nice, sometimes it has decimals. Make sure you pay attention to the directions. When it tells you to round to a number, you round to those numbers, okay? All right, median. Median wants us to find the number that is in the center, okay? Now, in order to do this, you don't just say like, oh, look, that one looks like it's in the center, or that one's in the center. No, you've got to put them in numerical order from least to greatest. So we put the smallest number first. Well, negative 18 would be the smallest on this list. Next would be negative 5, and then negative 4. And then positive 2, and then positive 3 and positive 4. Okay? So here we have our numbers, and we're going to find out which number is in the middle. So we start on the ends, and we just cover these ones up like this, cover the next ones up, cover the next one. Oops. These two numbers in the middle, -4 and 2. So now we need to take a look at. So what you do is you go to the center. Sorry for the video messing up right there. But you go to the center and you find the two numbers in the center. Sometimes if there's just one number, you get real lucky. That's the answer. But here we have 2. If you have two numbers in the center, you have to add them together and take the average. So here we have -4 and 2. So add -4 plus 2, you end up with -2, and you divide that by 2. So take -2 and divide it by 2, and you end up with -1. Okay? So -1 is our answer for the median. Now, of course, if we had all positive numbers, we would have probably had a positive median. But having a mix of negative and positive numbers and having more on the negative side, it kind of pulls our median that way. So we have a negative median, which is fine. The median is pretty easy to find. So just another example for you. This is just one I'm putting here right now. But if you were told to find the median of, let's say, just 5 numbers. Let's say you had to find, and they're already put in order. 1, 7, 9, 12, 13. You would just start on the edge and go cover these two up, cover these two up. 9 is the median. That's how easy this is for the median, okay? Put them in numerical order, go and find the center. If it's one number, that's the answer. If it's 2, add them together, divide by 2, that's your answer. Okay, the mode is probably the easiest one to find, but it's also real easy to make some mistakes on, so please pay close attention. Here, for our first, move this around a little bit more. For our first example, we have example 3A, okay? So that's all of this right here. I'm gonna put a line right here so you don't think that so you can see that those are separate, okay? So, here we have mode. What you need to do is you need to find the one that appears the most. If you want to, you can write the word mode equals most. So I see multiple 5s, I see multiple 4s, but which one appears the most? Well, 5s appear 3 times, 4s appear 2 times, so 5 is the answer. 5s appear the most, okay? Over here, we have 10 appears twice, and 7 appears twice. No other numbers appear twice. No other numbers appear more than twice. So our answer for this is going to be 7 and 10. You see, for mode, sometimes for mode, you can have no mode. Sometimes you can have one mode. Sometimes you can have multiple modes, and that's fine. So modes can have, if you want to write that down somewhere, you can write down that modes can have no modes, one mode, or multiple modes. So there's that there. Last thing to look at is the range. The range is really simple. They're going to give you either a group of numbers or they're going to tell you how far the numbers go. So like there's a group of numbers and they go from 10 all the way to 57. Okay, from 10 to 57. All you have to do is this. You're going to subtract to find out the range, the amount of numbers that they actually cover. So we're going to say, if you're told the range is from 10 to 57, you're going to take the larger number, subtract the smaller number. Okay? And that would get you 47, and that's the range. That's all you do, okay? So that's how you handle mean, medium, mode, and range. Remember to look back over your notes. If you have any questions at all, please write them down, put a question mark by the examples. We will discuss this and go over it more in class. So, see you then.